Well, what up, guys? My name is Emily Norman, and I'm so proud to be here to represent Central Summerlin. Whoop, whoop. Anyways, pretty pumped to be kicking off Judd's new book today, Pursued, and to be talking with y'all about chapter 1, the proposal, and what stood out to me. So, to do that, I must know, have you ever been on Facebook and seen someone's status that says, it's complicated, right? And every time I know I'm on Facebook and I see one of these statuses, I want to know, why is it complicated? Did they kick your puppy, or did they not like your selfie? Like, what makes your relationship so complicated? And I think in our lives, in our day-to-day lives with God, I think a lot of us would have the same relationship status. It's complicated. And today I want to discuss what Judd says about the reasons why we would say our relationship with God is complicated. So let's go through what he has to say. One of the first reasons he gives to our relationship being complicated is he talks about this idea that some of us go through these seasons, right? Maybe we just left a really awesome season that we were feeling God a ton, and now we're kind of in this dry spell where we're not feeling him very much. Maybe we're getting discouraged, and and it just feels complicated. That might be one reason that you fall in this category. Another reason that we tend to find ourselves in the it's complicated relationship status is because maybe at church in the past we were hurt. Maybe someone in the church burnt us, or we felt judged, or we have frustrations, and it's just complicated now. Or maybe you had a loss in your life, or there's some pain that you have felt, and you just didn't understand why God had done something, and you're just like, man, it's complicated. And then he gives this other reason, and I gotta admit, this is 100% me. This hit home. I know when I was in high school, I felt like this, that I had this double life going on, right? That I would show up to church and I would be one way, but then I would go to school and I'd be another. And I just had this double life going on, and it just felt complicated. And I love what Judd says to those who have had complicated relationships with him, right? He says this in his book. He says, it may feel complicated in your life right now. Like, your relationship may feel like it's complicated right now. But it doesn't have to be that way. Because we have a God who's relentlessly pursuing us for a relationship. You see, God wants to help us out of a complicated relationship into an exclusive relationship. And we do this by dealing with the it's complicated status. So my challenge to you today is, let God help you deal with the complicated so that you can grow into a deep and more exclusive relationship with him. Thanks again for listening, guys. Look forward to talking to you again. Bye. Or to your mother. You can cut that. You should probably cut that.